We have a little bit of news in the Wander Franco case per Sports Illustrated that I'm actually a little bit shocked by. The Dominican Republic is where he's on trial, and they are speaking to have the trial dismissed, is what Franco's trying to do, and the prosecution is asking for 5 years. Um, and this is per Sports Illustrated. It's for essay of a minor, commercial exploitation, and human trafficking. And they are also requesting a payment of a fine of 10 minimum wages against the player. I don't know what that exactly means. 10 minimum wages sounds like something that's like the minimum wage is an amount that you're required to be paid for a time during your time in the um working. Now, interestingly, here a 5 year prison sentence for that does not. Interestingly, here a 5 year prison sentence for that does not seem like a long prison sentence at all. For me at all. They also found during raids, apparently per the Associated Press, they found $68,500 and another $35,000 that were allegedly given to the minor's mother by Franco, and they're seeking 10 years in prison for trafficking for her, which I find rather surprising. That they would want to have the mother imprisoned longer than Franco. I'm not 100% sure why they would do this. I would think you would want 10 years for each person involved in the case. My opinion on this is that yes, the trial needs to happen. If Franco is found guilty, of course, we would know that he would never play for the Rays again. It's very likely he'll never play for the Rays again anyway. Um, that's totally fine. He's currently on the commissioner's restricted list and is not being paid by the Rays due to that, which I think is just a good thing when you're on the restricted list that you don't get paid, because that makes sure that there's no sort of shenanigans with it. With it, meaning that you can't like be like, oh, meaning you can't manipulate things like the luxury tax. I think that's a good thing. The prosecutors are requesting that Wander Franco be sentenced, which I think is a good thing for the 5 years. And they're saying that he is actually an accomplice to the mother as opposed to the one who did the crime. So that's why, according to the Associated Press, why they only want 5 years for him and 10 years for the mother. I can see that being a being potentially what would be okay to do. I can actually see that being a decent reasoning. But I would still think that for both, you would want to do 10 years or 5 years. You don't want to change anything like that. Wander Franco does still come up on MLB.com with stats because they do not remove you from MLB.com. I believe you can even look up Pete Rose and other players who were banned for life from the game on MLB.com. But in any event, unfortunately, someone was the victim of a horrible crime, and now we are seeing due process of law happen, and that is good that due process of law is happening, and the victim may be able to
And
get
again, thank you
justice.
for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, the trapezoidtalks5436 at gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send a email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.